This is Wendee Coons. I'm talking about the external cardiac anatomy. This is the apex of the heart. This up here, there's two different veins. The big one up here is the aorta, and then we also have the pulmonary artery right here, and this would be the, back here would be the hole where the vena cava superior and inferior were cut. This is the right atrium. This is the left atrium. The pulmonary veins were back in here, and it's really hard to tell, but they were back in there. And then the coronary arteries come across here underneath all this fat and go down here and back here through the coronary sinus. Down here I have the cross-section of the bottom of the heart. Here's the apex right here. You can see that this is the left ventricle. This is a very thick muscle wall, and this is the right ventricle. And if you look down here into the bottom, you can see a little of the trabeculae carneae. But that is the cross-section of the heart, and this separating the two is called the interventricular septum. Here we are inside of the right atrium. Again, you can tell by the very thin wall. And if you look right in there, you can see part of the tricuspid valve, and there's the papillary muscle here hanging on to that, and the chordae tendineae. And there's the three little cusps that make up the valve. Okay, now we are into the left atrium, and if you look down in there, you can see the mitral valve, and you can also see on the right atrium the musculi pectini, all this stringy stuff up in here. This is the left atrium opened up quite a bit, and there's the one cusp and the chordae tendineae of the mitral valve attached to the papillary muscle, and there's another one over there on the other side. And again, you can see all the up in here. This one's pretty not as stringy as the one on the video. But this is the, up here would be the musculi pectini, and down here is the trabeculae carneae. And then you can also see it's really thin, well, that's part of the valve, but up in here it's hard to do without having tools, but the epicardium, or the endocardium, down here, this really thin gray stuff. I haven't been able to find a good example like the one in the video, but there's the valve, so it's pretty cool. I haven't been able to find a good example of the epicardium and endocardium like there was in the video, but in here we've got the epicardium on the very outside, maybe that little bit right there, and then we have the myocardium, and on the inside the endocardium, just that really fine, like couple layer of cells on the inside of the heart muscle. And that will wrap it up.